Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Journey with Ranaya. So I hope everyone is fine and going good. I'm also fine and going good. Autumn is getting near. Okay, that is a new Vishesham. Okay, it's not a new Vishesham. And what? Autumn is always something special, right? That's why I told like that. So anyway, thank you so much for my viewers as well as my subscribers for supporting me, and those who are watching my channel for the first time. If you feel that this video is useful, then please subscribe and support my channel. Support me also. Okay, so today we are going to do, as you all seen in my thumbnail, so we are going to do a video based on determiners. Okay, so for the secondary session. So my previous video was based on the same topic, determiners, for the primary session. So today we are taking the same topic and I'm going to show that how we need to take a class for the secondary level. Okay, so without wasting much time, we can move to our PPT. Okay. Okay, so today we can move to our first slide, and as I said you in advance, determiners is our topic, and this is for secondary level. Okay, so I took grade 8 here. You can use the same PPT for grade 8, 9 and 10 as well. Okay, this is for secondary level. Okay, so we are going to handle with the same topic, that is determiners. In the previous day we did the same topic for the primary session. Okay, so today we are going to handle with the same topic for the secondary session. So this is our first slide. I mentioned the topic here already. If you don't want to add the title, then no need to add. Okay, because we already have the starter activity. But here I add it. It is for my convenience. Okay, it is better not to add the topic there. Okay. So we need to start with the starter activity. It is quite understood. In all my PPTs, I have already mentioned that we need to start with the starter activity. It is something like linking with the previous knowledge. Okay. So since it is grade 8, we can give this type of passage as a starter activity. Okay. So here I give a short passage like fill in the blanks. Okay. Read the passage and fill in the blanks. I didn't mention the topic there. Okay. So this is the starter activity for them. So I gave a short passage here. So I'm not explaining it too much. Okay. Since it is a starter activity, so you can go through it. Okay. And when you are practicing this inside the classroom, okay, after doing the starter activity, since it is a passage, please discuss it answer also. Okay, and grade 8 children do it very fastly. Nothing to get more tensed about all those things. They will do it very fast. Okay, so after the starter activity, this question, after dealing with this passage, please share the answer also. Okay. The next slide is actually the answer key for the starter activity that we mentioned inside the classroom. Okay, so you can share a answer key also like this, and try to make them more engaged also. When you're doing the starter activity also, please ask the children to be more active and energetic also. Okay, don't take too much time for the starter activity. Take 1 or 2 minutes, maximum 2 minutes. That's enough. Okay, since it is grade 8 children, they will do it very fastly. So 2 minutes are enough. Okay. Okay, so after the starter activity, what should be our next segment? In all my videos, I have already mentioned what should be our next segment. Okay, so it is learning objectives. I hope now the criteria is almost and the segments of a lesson plan is almost clear for everyone. Okay, so the next segment should be learning objectives. So here I mentioned three criteria there, three goals, not criteria, three goals there. So I will be able to define determiners, list the types and uses of determiners, and finally use determiners appropriately to complete sentences. Okay. So these are the three goals, learning objectives of this PPT, and the same learning objectives are used for the primary session also. Okay. So those who didn't see that video, please kindly go and watch that video also. So these are our learning objectives. Then now we can go in depth about the topic determiners for secondary level. Okay. Okay, so now we are moving to the determiners. We are giving a short description about determiners. We are defining determiners. Okay, and please remember, pick one child and ask them to read. Okay, so determiners are words placed in front of a noun to make clear what the noun refers to. Okay, and the description should be short, Okay, and don't give a wide description about this topic, just one or two sentences, that's enough. Okay. Okay, so after giving a brief description about determiners, I added one slide which is mentioning some examples also. Okay, see some examples, 4 to 5 examples are enough. Okay, 3 examples also enough. That's also enough. So I'm giving examples here since they have already learned determiners in their previous classes. This is for secondary level. Okay, so they have already learned determiners in their previous classes in their primary segment, primary session also. They have already learned what determiners are. So as part of brushing it up, I'm giving some examples. So 4 examples are there, and the answers, the determiners I have highlighted there. Martha got us some apples. So some is a determiner there. Then my books which are lying on the shelf are uncovered. So my is the determiner there. Okay, so as part of brushing it up, we can just give 4 or 3 examples. No need to give 5 examples. It is better to short down the examples. Okay, 3 or 4, that's enough. Okay. Our next slide is types of determiners. Okay, our topic is getting serious now. So we are going in depth about determiners. So we are going to discuss about the types of determiners. And for primary segment, we know that we introduced only 3 things. Okay, 3 determiners. Here we are introducing all the determiners, types of determiners we are describing here. Articles, possessives, demonstratives, quantifiers, numbers, ordinals, interrogatives. See, all those are the determiners, different types of determiners. Okay, so we need to add one slide like this. Different types of determiners. We need to add one slide like this. Okay, this is for the secondary session. Since it is for the secondary session, we need to add all the and we need to describe all the determiners also. Okay. So now we are moving to the first criteria of determiner, that is articles. Okay, and dear teachers or the upcoming teachers, whoever watching this video, please keep that in your mind. Articles are quite aware for the children, so don't go for a detailed description. Just inform them articles. Then indefinite and definite articles are there. Then a, an, and the. These are the articles. Okay, so the description and the teacher's talk should be less. Always keep that in your mind. And articles are very light topic. The children are quite aware about articles. So don't take too much time to describe articles. Okay, so and ask one of the children to read this slide. Okay, that much is enough. Okay. So now we are moving to the next segment, that is possessives. Okay. So for possessives also, they are quite aware about all these criterias, all these elements, they are quite aware. So don't go for a detailed description. So possessive means something belonging or something that we possess. Okay. And give some examples. My, his, their. Okay. These are the examples for possessives. That much is enough. Okay. The teacher's talk should be less. Always keep that in your mind, but your PPT should be what very attractive also, because definitely at the after the demo session also, the teachers, the observers, they might check your PPT. Okay, so they should feel that it is something well prepared. Okay, so I prepared all this like this: shows belonging, think and answer. Okay, no need to discuss all those things inside the classroom, especially for a demo session. Okay, after once you selected, you can describe all those things, that is up to your choice. But for the demo session, no need for a wide description, no need to go for a wide description. Okay. So now we are describing about demonstratives. Okay, so just explain them, which are the demonstrative, this, that, these, and those are the demonstrative. There are 4 demonstratives. These are the this, that, these, those. Just only include the main points. Okay, this and that used for singular objects, and these and those used for plural objects. Just give a description about only that much. That much is enough. Okay, otherwise you won't get enough time to complete within that limited space of time. Okay, that's why I'm always highlighting teachers talk should be less, teachers talk should be less. Okay, so just because they are quite aware about all these topics. Okay, articles, then demonstratives, numbers, ordinals, all those are quite aware. This is secondary level, so don't go for a wide description. Always keep that in your mind, because we teachers already always have a tendency to explain too much. Okay, you can explain once you selected to the school. Okay, for a demo session, don't go for a wide explanation. Okay, but the class should be engaging also. That is the key words that you should keep in your mind. Okay. So now we are moving to the next determiner, that is quantifiers. So just highlight the point. Quantifiers means it shows quantity. Okay, and these are the examples for quantifiers. And inside that quantifiers, we can see uncountable nouns and countable nouns, with countable and uncountable nouns also. And just explain some, just highlight some examples. Much, a bit, little, a great deal of, all those are the examples of uncountable nouns. And countable nouns, we can use a majority of, a great number of, several, many, a large number of, a number of. See, all those are the examples of countable nouns. Then for with countable and uncountable nouns, we can use all, enough, none, no, some, more, most. Okay, see, all those are the examples for quantifiers, and highlight the point. Quantifiers means show quantity. Okay, and that much is enough for that slide. Okay. So now we are moving to the next determiner, that is numbers. Okay, numbers denote exact number. And two examples are there. I have one car. There are four intelligent boys in this team. So one and four, those are the determiners there, and they are denoting the exact number. Okay. So the next category is ordinals. Okay, ordinals actually shows sequence or order. For example, Luffy defeated the first commander in Blackbird Pirates. Okay, so first is the ordinals there. Okay, so just inform them. Ordinals is one among the determiners, and it actually shows the sequence or order. Okay, so just ask one of the children to read this and wind up that slide. Okay, that much is enough. Don't go for too much explanation for these simple things. Okay. Now we are moving to the next criteria, or the next category of determiner, that is interrogative. And so interrogatives means asking questions. Just ask them, what do you mean by this word interrogative? So interrogative means asking questions. So there are three main interrogatives determiners are there, that is which, what, and whose. WH questions. Okay, and examples also mentioned there. Which sandwich would you like? What is for dinner? Whose PE kit is this? See, all those are the interrogative determiners. Okay, and this is the last category. Then after introducing all this criterias, or all these elements, or all the segments of determiners, again, what is our next session? It should be activity session. Okay, activity session. So now we can move to our next slide, that is activity session. In this PPT also I have created two sets of activity. Okay, two sets of activity. Let me move to that slide and I'll explain it. Okay. So this is my first set of activity. I have already said you in advance that I have created two sets of activity. So this is my first set of activity, like a worksheet type. Okay, those who are not much confident to introduce group activities, especially at the time of your demo session, you can prefer this one. Okay, worksheet type. Worksheet. One single worksheet is there. Only 5 questions are there, and everyone should answer this and ensure that all are participating and all are doing that worksheet properly. Okay, so this is first set of worksheet type of activity. So I have added 5 questions here. Identify the determiner and state its type. Okay, so many children visit the public library. So many is the what determiner there, and which category it also they have to mention. Then I had left 3 cookies in the jar. So how many determiners are there? They have to mark all those things. Okay, the is one determiner, then 3 is another determiner, and 3 belongs to number, and the belongs to article. Okay, so they have to mention like this. So this is my first set of activity. Then the next is actually the answer key of this worksheet type of activity, that also you have to introduce. Okay, so now we can move to our next slide. This is the answer key for the first set of activity. Actually, identify the determiner and state its type. But in this what answer key, I have highlighted only the determiner. I didn't mention the type. Okay, so those who are looking forward for this activity, please mention its type also. Okay, so now we can move to the next set of activity, that is group activities. Okay. So this is the second set of activity, that is group activities. Okay, so those who wish to do go ahead with group activities, definitely you can refer this. So five group activities are there. Group A: prepare a PPT of 5 slides based on the topic determiners. Also identify the Arabic word for determiners and include in your PPT. So here I linked the first activity with UAE. Okay, identify the Arabic word for determiners. Okay, and the teacher also must aware about the Arabic word for determiner. Okay, that also ensure. Then so prepare a PPT of 5 slides based on the topic determiners. That is the first group activity. Then the second one: pen down a short story and highlight the determiners. Word limit is 100 to 120. Word limit for the short story is 100 to 120. Okay, and they need to highlight the determiners they used in that short story. Then Group C: create a dialogue between two friends and highlight the determiners used in the poem. Sorry, here I mentioned used in the poem. Okay, not in the poem. Create a dialogue between two friends. Okay, you have to ask the children to create a dialogue between two friends and highlight the determiners used in that dialogue session. Okay, sorry from my side. Okay, then 5 exchanges, minimum 5 exchanges. So 5 exchanges means 10 dialogues will be there. Okay, so you can add 6 exchanges also. If you're adding 6 exchanges, 12 dialogues will be there. Okay, so 5 exchanges are there, and so ask them to highlight the what determiners there. Okay, this is actually yet another segment activity session, that is activities for GNT and SEN children. So GNT means gifted and talent, which means to make it more clear, we can use the term extraordinary brilliant children. Okay, GNT, that is called GNT. And SEN means special education children, those who have learning difficulties like autism, dyslexia, like that. No, so that is called special education needs children. Okay, for a demo session, actually, this GNT and SOD activities are not needed because we are completely clueless about the children. So, for a demo session, this GNT and SOD activities are not needed. But for other observations, once you become part of that institution, if you're going for an observation in your class, if a GNT or an SOD is present, you need to be prepared with this activity also. Okay, so a little more difficult activity for the GNT. So GNT, prepare a PPT of 6 slides on topic importance of determiners. Okay, so that is one activity for GNT, extraordinary brilliant type of children, gifted and talent. Then SOD, special education children. Okay, so pen down the 4 T's in demonstrative determiners. Very light activity. Okay, it should be very light activity. Okay, 4 T's in demonstrative determiners. Which are the 4 T's? This, that, these, those. Okay, so that is called SOD activity, special education need children's activity. Okay, and for a demo session, please not for a demo session, no need to add this GNT and SOD activity because we are clueless about the children. So no need to add that. Once you become part of that institution, only you have to follow these GNT and SOD activities. Okay. Oh, finally, we came to our learning outcomes session. Okay, so learning objectives and learning outcomes are same. I have said these ideas several times in my previous videos also, but the mentality is different. Okay, for learning objective, I will be able to, but for learning outcome, I am able to because we completed that PPT. And please don't forget for the presentation of those group 5 activities. Okay, at least 2 or 3 activities should be presented in the class. Okay, maybe all the 5 activities, sometimes we are not able to complete it on time. If so, at least do 2 or 3 activities. Okay, I forgot to tell in my previous slide. Okay, so now finally we came to our learning outcome. So I am able to define determiners, list the types and uses of determiners, use determiners appropriately to complete sentences. Okay. So now it is time to wind up our session. I am almost tired and I am feeling hungry also. Noon time it is, so I'm feeling hungry also. So I hope this slide is clear to you, and I tried my maximum to make it clear. Then you can refer this. I won't insist that you use this PPT. No, I won't say that. That is purely up to your choice. What I know, I'm trying to convey it. That's it. Okay. So you can refer this PPT for your interview session or for your reference. That's enough. Okay. Okay, then thank you so much, everyone. So, again, next we can see with yet another video. Bye. Okay, so now it is time to wind up our video, and I hope you got an idea about how to create a PPT for secondary level based on this topic, determiners. So, what again? Anything else is pending? No. Okay. So thank you so much for supporting me, and again we can see with yet another video. So enjoy your day, be happy always, and be positive also. Bye.